Congressman Brian Mast. Congressman, what are the Chinese doing that we can't do?
China, they're a propaganda machine. And so the Chinese government officials, they come into the United States using our social media platforms to espouse their propaganda. There is no reciprocity, however, where U.S. government officials can get on Chinese server-backed social media platforms and talk about the good things that are going on with capitalism or freedom or things that we want to talk about in the United States of America that China's doing wrong. So this bill is all about reciprocity. We're not going to let China spew their communist propaganda here in the United States of America through their government officials and then not allow the United States of America to have access to their speech markets.
So if they want to have an open forum on Facebook here in the U.S., any Chinese official can do that?
If they want to come here and get a platform on Twitter or on Facebook or on other places, they can come here and they can get a platform. They can have an account. They can talk about whatever it is that they want to talk about in this world of ideas, but they will not allow U.S. government officials or offices to do the same thing in Chinese territory.
So what do you plan on doing now? You're going to have to offer this forward. You have Jim Banks on it with you. Who else? Anybody in the Democratic side getting behind this?
So, you have a number of people on the China task force, the China commissions that are looking at this, that agree with this. Everybody agrees that this is a problem. I think this will ultimately be a bipartisan resolution because people recognize the problem with Chinese propaganda coming in here and, working in places like not just the NBA, but on these social media platforms as well to say they're going to get all the support for covering up their enslavement of Uyghur Muslims, everything else that they're doing. But U.S. officials, they're not going to talk in China anything about what's going bad in Hong Kong with their enslavement, with their reindoctrination of their population. They're not going to allow that to be talked about. So this will change that.
Right. So over the last week, the Chinese are saying, hey, America, you better stop trying to form this Southeast Asia NATO. And by the way, would you stay back away from Taiwan or you're going to pay the price while rolling out a brand new aircraft carrier? Are we sending the right message in return?
Well, we would love to send that message, talk about what's offered in a U.S.-style government versus a China-style government and the way that China can work with the world. That message will not get there because China will not let that message in on their social media platforms. And you think here in the United States, how much news and information is consumed via social media platforms? It's a huge amount. So they're getting theirs out here. We're not being able to get ours out there.